And of course,
Geralt of Rivia, White Wolf.
the Lady of the Lake ends up giving a sword.
You traveled a long path fraught with danger. You demonstrated courage and goodness. By divine power, I hereby knight you. Face your enemies without fear. Safeguard the helpless. Never lie, even if it means your death. That is your oath. Arise a knight. Destiny will give you no rest. A long road lies ahead. I see death and blood. I see frosty chaos. Take this sword as a sign of my favor. Once the blade of a great warrior, it lay in the depths for ages, awaiting your arrival.
Milady.
Shh, Witcher. It matters not if you believe in destiny. With the blade I present you, you will complete your mission.
Thank you, milady.
Go, White Wolf, and do what must be done. May you fulfill your destiny.
Okay, a bit delayed with vanishing there. Aaron died. Let's plus 60 damage, plus 10 attack. Okay, it looks like we got an upgrade after all, huh?
Wait, did you just get both our old sword?
Let's swapped it out. And I guess that Geralt completed the bottle flip challenge, only it was with a rune sword.
What the heck? Wait. Does that mean we spend money for nothing?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, it did probably help a bit in our fights and such, but yeah, this is just a superior blade.
Yeah, and also I did notice the wolf armor earlier.
Yeah, it looks like those were on all the silvers, maybe. But
I don't think it was on the first one. For the first sword wasn't yours to begin with.
True. Oop. Hello there.
Berenger? I betrayed Keir Moran's location to the Salamandra leader. Then I helped them with their research. I was hunting the beast in the outskirts of Vizima when they captured me. I escaped and ran into Kalkstein, accepting his offer to open the tower in the swamp. That's when they nabbed me again. They weren't as nice the second time around. Finding Alvin, bringing him to them was the only way I could save my skin.
Why are you telling me this?
I wanted to tell you to your face. See that famous icy glare of yours?
Is he saying this because they got to Elvin again? Let's see. Don't intend to judge you, or enough, traitor. I don't hear remorse. All I hear is self-pity. You hate what the witches did to you, alright? But you joined a group that subjects children to experiments with mutagens. Get out of my sight. Which of these would you say? It is beyond clear that this is not a life that he wanted for himself. But he didn't... He didn't particularly choose to join Salamandra, more that, well, he was forced to, and each time he has tried to escape as best as he can. So, which would you say?
I'm a bit unsure, for it has shown being quite a
Jackass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm unsure on this one.
Okay, flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Okay. Let's see. Let's say heads for 2. Okay. And it landed on heads.
Enough, traitor. I don't hear remorse. All I hear is self-pity. You hate what the Witchers did to you, all right. But you joined a group that subjects children to experiments with mutagens. Get out of my sight.
Draw your sword.
I don't advise this. You can't win.
Okay. Well, that definitely solves that issue of whose destiny the Lady of the Lake was seeing. Dagon Sap. Okay, so we actually get that 850 gold. Okay. Scroll, no, Book of the Full Moon. Formulae for potions. Which one specifically? Full Moon for increased max vitality. Strike causes damage to assailants who land blows. And increased vampire oil for increased damage to vampires. Would have been useful earlier. And a letter. A piece of paper covered with nervous, irregular handwriting. Let's see. I've always believed the witches had stripped me of the ability to communicate with humans. Now I know this to be untrue. Whatever the reasons, I cannot talk to people, so I write this letter instead. Herein I admit I am a coward. I fear pain, incapacitation, and death. I was afraid at Kaer Morhen, afraid when I fought monsters, and finally I feared the Professor and Azar Javed, especially the latter. He supervises Salamandra's scientific project, creating deadly creatures from black magic and mutants. He's a powerful mage, but if my plan works, he will be a dead mage, and the witch's secret will be safe. In spite of everything, I am content our paths crossed as I now set off for Vizima, Berengar. Cool. Okay then. We'll see if that has a consequence later on then, but for now, we should probably check in on Elvin. And probably also leave before the lady starts to complain that we left a corpse in our front door. Okay. Oop. Hello.
Geralt of Rivia. I've oft heard of your death.
Forgive me, but I don't think I've ever heard of yours.
White Rayla. What brings you here, Witcher?
Slaying monsters. Nothing unusual.
Have you seen a unit of elves in the area?
No, no units.
Watch what you say. You're hardly untouchable. If I discover you working with the Scoia'tael...
Threatening me?
No. Merely helping you to avoid a serious error whose consequences might prove too dire for you to handle.
You watch your step too. I'm not some emaciated elf. I can defend myself.
I don't doubt it. Know that Vizima is burning. Non-humans have turned it into a war zone. Those poor starving elves are murdering humans by the dozen. My orders are to halt the unit to Ruvialep Shahil commands, and I won't have you getting in my way. They're cowering in the village and have taken hostages. We'll attack soon.
I'll talk to the elves. Maybe they'll listen to reason.
Siegfried vouched for you, so I'll give you a chance. Your intervention at the bank prevented the Scoia'tael from gaining gold to buy arms and provisions. Though weak, I doubt they'll heed you. But you never know. Promise them a fair trial if they lay down their arms.
I'll try to persuade them. Wait until I return.
You have my word.
Right. No word on actually providing them with one, though. Okay, anything more we can squeeze out of you?
Yes.
I thought the Order only accepted the devout.
I'm a mercenary, not a monk. I work for anyone willing to pay for non-human heads.
Even other non-humans?
You have to draw the line somewhere. During the war, my unit provided cover for retreating civilians. The Scoia'tael were the vanguard of the Nilfgaardian army.
I think I know how this ends.
Do you? They slaughtered my whole unit. Merciful, given what they did to me. Ever been tortured, Witcher?
War is cruel. It warps us all, not just elves.
Pacifist crap.
Right. Of course they get a freaking mercenary in charge whose only idea then is to just cut off heads. Can we talk some sense into these idiots, maybe?
The eternal fire speaks through the Grand Master.
Doesn't look like it. Okay. So... Oh, at Vizima, it was the Scoia'tael coming to look for trouble. Now it's the Order looking for trouble here. We'll see how we can... how we'll have to handle this then.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, not. I had something with my throat there. Sorry. At least this group here seems to be more led by someone that doesn't want to massacre everyone.
I'm getting the exact opposite feeling from her. Secret was the calm one.
As White
I
Rayla's
mean,
adjutant,
the other
I would
elf
like a
here
word
is
with
not
you,
like the
Witcher.
elf in the
I
city.
spoke to Rayla. Heard enough for today.
Rayla is an excellent officer and truly detests non-humans. Perfect to lead this mission.
But let me guess. Though she's a mercenary, she has her honor and keeps her word. Yet she's prepared to avert a massacre of civilians, even if that means the elves will escape.
We foiled the robbery at Vivaldi's bank, and the Scoia'tael are weakened. We can afford the best mercenaries, yet we cannot trust Rayla as we trust you.
Looking to recruit me? Am I to stand with Rayla and kill the elves before they murder the hostages? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just walk.
I'll put it in your terms. Monsters infest the village, hunt its inhabitants. They are destitute and hungry, and all the more dangerous for that. Stand with Rayla, Witcher, with the Order, against these monsters.
Why would I do that? For some of Vivaldi's gold?
No, to support a just cause and prevent a massacre like that in the outskirts, and to save your friends from ravenous beasts.
Yeah, that in the outskirts was us. Unless they mean a new one.
And yeah, I don't trust these. These elves do not want to fight anymore, basically, as far as I understand.
Geralt?
Yeah.
Dandelion.
Teruviel's elves have taken hostages in the village. What do we do?
I spoke with Rayla. She's leading the Knights of the Order.
Geralt. Alvin's one of the hostages.
I know. I'll try negotiating with them.
All right. I'll keep a lookout behind the village mayor's house. When you're ready, come tell me what to do.
I need to talk to White Rayla and Teruviel. Somehow I doubt this will be easy.
You'll manage. See you.
Okay. This feels like we're going to have to pick one side over the other again.
Yeah, I can see why people more talk about the second and more, even more about the third game than the first game.
Yeah.
But I think that one of the complaints was with the first game is that it did not feel like a Witcher game. Since again, you were not really allowed to do the neutral route as much.
Yes?
You alright?
No, I feel strange. I can hear what they're thinking. It's terrible, Geralt.
Do you have the necklace?
Yes, I wear it all the time. I don't want to hear them. Geralt, why are the elves doing this?
Let's see, they're fighting for their freedom, for an ideal. Humans have them up against the wall and they see no other way. The elves refuse to concede that the world has changed. They cannot win, but still they fight. It's their sad, desperate attempt at halting evolution. They've lost their lofty, beautiful veneer. One can clearly see the deep hatred they hold for humans. I think it's mostly this one. Because, well, they weren't bothering... This specific group here, at least. They weren't bothering anyone. Hell, they were even too hardy to accept help. And, yeah, then a fucking mercenary comes stomping in the gate, trying to murder them all. What else do you expect them to do then when you drive them into a corner?
They're fighting for their freedom, for an ideal. Humans have them up against the wall and they see no other way.
I'll remember that, Geralt. Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it.
I've got to talk to Teruviel. Stay here.
Okay. I think one point that also has people disliking this one somewhat is because these choices are rather generalized and not specific to the moments. Let's see, where is she actually then? 'Cause I don't see her right in the damn middle here.
Geralt, why have you come?
I've come to prevent a massacre.
There will be no massacre if they let us depart.
You could have left the children alone.
In faith, I could not. White Rayla stands on that shore. Several peasant corpses made no impression on her. The children halted her advance.
Ugh, idiots on both sides here.
At least let Alvin go.
No. Yes?
White Rayla wants you to lay down your arms. She guarantees you a fair trial.
You take me for a fool, Witcher. White Rayla exacts only one punishment, death. The unit from Vizima spoke of you. Why should I trust you?
Release the peasants, then you can kill each other as you please.
I shall release no one. Try any of your tricks and these Dwan will die. And tell that singer to cease lurking behind the house before someone puts an arrow in his arse.
So they were stupid enough to start killing hostages.
Again, they are driven up against the wall still, so you're, at those moments you're all bound to do something stupid.
Yeah, but they could have, well, not murdered innocents who have tried to help them. Okay, where is he hiding? I think he said the chief's house or something, but does it mean this one or the one where he's actually supposed to be staying the nights or something? Okay. Either way, I get the feeling innocents are going to end up dying again here. Okay. Yeah, the difference between this and the bank is that, well, up here, this is where the chief spends the nights? Okay. Yeah, the difference between here and the bank is that, well, with the bank, that was just plain a terrorist attack. This is, yeah, more like people driven into a corner and forced to take hostages. But, yeah, then they also have to point against them that they started killing said hostages, which, well, that is never a good idea.
Yeah, again, I think I heard they put the non-humans in rather bad spots. Like, you do feel sorry for them, but they also keep putting them in a weird places where it's hard to help them.
Yeah.
Like, again,
Geralt?
I'm going from memory here, I might remember wrong, but yeah, I can see why people don't speak about this game so much.
Dandelion, things have gone from bad to worse.
Scoia'tael on one side, the Order on the other, and us in the middle with Alvin.
One should never negotiate with terrorists. Negotiation leads to concessions. Concessions are a victory for terror. Folks become fearful, uncertain. I chose the lesser evil. The bank's new owners were grateful for the Order's intervention. They agreed to support the crusade against non-humans. We won't need to wait long to see the results.
Ugh.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Geralt, what now? Leaving's not an option. You'd make enemies of both the Order and the non-humans.
I'm not worried about that. I'd rather save Alvin, but if I go, there could be a massacre, and I have friends to think about.
Witcher, this feels like a pivotal moment. What you do will have consequences. So do we grab Alvin and leave them to it?
Yeah,
But it's not our fight.
Yeah, but that would also mean if we take Alvin and run, then we would be leaving the villagers to their fates. But yeah, siding with the knights is also not a great idea. But as the game said at the very start, this isn't a game about good and evil. This is a game about choices and consequences. Which basically means that no matter which choice you do, there will be a negative to it somewhere down the line. Okay. So the most neutral thing we could do, but also ungrateful, would be to just grab Alvin and run for it. But yeah, siding with the homicidal mercenary would also not be a great idea.
I'm kind of glad I gave up on this game early on when I was younger. But I feel like I would be depressed playing through this game if I got them further. Actually, it probably would have killed my interest in Witcher entirely.
Could be, but... Are we going to choose to be selfish, or do we at least try to help the villagers? Honestly speaking, it looks like there's no way to... it looks like there's no real way to side with the elves here. Potentially as a consequence of siding with the order at the bank. I'd have to look that up if there were to be a possible... if we had helped them there, if we could help them here. But... Coin again?
Yeah, might as well do the coin, for
Okay.
I'm stumped.
Heads for one this time, then.
Yeah, I would take one to just run, but it's not the fight. But I understand why you wanna take two, so I understand both reasons. That's why I'm stumped.
Okay, it came down face up this time, so...
No, I intend to help the knights.
Don't get involved, Geralt. Nothing good ever comes of it.
I've decided. Care to help?
Sure.
Yeah, little choice.
I want to get Alvin out of here. I can't allow him to be harmed in any way.
The little one has come to love you as a son loves a father. We do not kill children. Take him with you.
It's a trap! They're attacking!
Alvin, no!
Here we go again.
I think we should have just taken the first option and ran.
We could try a reload. Not sure how far back the last of that was. Actually, we saved right out the entrance, I think. So...
Yeah, let's
load
do
back
that.
and try neutral? Okay.
Yeah, let's try neutral for that.
Yeah, that feels like a bit too much of a backstab. Yeah, then. Okay. I doubt it's going to change things too much. But let's see at least.
At least it won't be a backstab.
My regards, Mr. Witcher.
Yeah, at least one is trying to be polite.
Yes?
You all... Do you have...
Yes.
They're fine. I've...
Where is she then? Oh, hiding in the corner, huh?
I've come...
They will...
You could...
In faith.
At least...
No. Yes?
White Rail...
You take...
Release...
I shall... Yeah.
Farewell.
Okay. Nothing to add there. Yeah, no option to talk with Rayla, it seems.
Geralt?
Dandelion.
Skoya.
One should never negotiate with...
Okay. They do have a point
Geralt,
there.
not now.
I'm not...
Witcher.
Because, well, if you're going to negotiate with terrorists, then they're just going to get more funds out of it to do it again.
Exactly.
What should I do?
Find the Fisher King and tell him to be ready. We're going back to Vizima.
All right. See you at the lakeside.
I want to get Alvin out of here. I can't allow him to be harmed in any way.
The little one has come to love you as a son loves a father. We do not kill children. Take him with you.
And they attack all the same. So, yeah, that
Yes.
made literally no difference then.
At least we're not backstabbing them this time.
It's a trap! They're attacking!
Alvin, no!
Oh, great. And now, both sides are hostile. Great.
Let's run. I don't think you're supposed to stay and fight here.
Alvin was terrified and teleported away. Okay. Just leave all of these idiots to themselves. Okay. But, yeah. Just both choices leading to the same thing. Only with, well, if both or only one faction is going to be hostile to you. Yeah.
When they release this game, I hope they will maybe do some adjustment that you can actually do the neutral route. Or something like many Potter the stories we've seen here, I will say stories as they're definitely, I would say there's more than one here going on. They are good, but also some that are just...
Yeah.
Just not pleasant.
Let's see if she has anything to say.
Witcher?
What happened?
Fucking fanatics, not an ounce of professionalism. They stripped me of my command, and when I refused to attack, my adjutant pulled out a letter from Siegfried. Had it all along.
Well,
How did it go?
I decided to stay out of the fight.
What of the elves?
And I don't care who won. The victors should arrive at any moment.
Time to abandon this post.
The Fisher King's boat is taken.
We'll meet again.
Oh, so not even... Was not even by her order.
Yeah.
Now I'm glad we did not help the knight on this one.
Yeah.
So we did good thing to reload.
Geralt?
Berengar. I have his confession. It contains some clues that could be important.
Clues?
We haven't finished with